This one today is not trees, as it says in the title for VOD people. And if you're watching this VOD, please hit the like button and help tell YouTube to share this content. Today we're working on scaffolds. Why? Because yesterday the primer showed up. This primer is from the Army Painter. It is specifically safe for XPS foam, which normal acrylic spray is not good for. So this is non-toxic, water-based terrain, perfect for foam, not miniatures. They come in a bunch of different colors. I really like this look. I have a couple of them already have it. Let's see if I can grab one. Here. It's this nice dark brown. It's meant for, what is it called? Dungeons and Subterranean. So it has a grimy dark brown look, which is perfect for the cracks and the deep crevices of this model, and a great primer. So we're going to go outside onto the fire escape and spray paint these, magnetize them to the window, because I have a metal window, let them dry for a few hours, come back in, and do something else. Sorry, that's all I got. All right, so let's head outside and get artistic. There we go. Mount this to the box. There we go. Oh, what a shot. Such a cool shot.
Nice. Poor Snake's gonna have a heart attack once you go out there.
Of course.
He's just trying to eat his dinner. He already got trauma from the vacuum.
Snape hates the vacuum.
Number one enemy.
All right, here we go. See if I don't know if I can do this. Is it gonna? What if I do it this way? Look at that. Well, hey there. Oh, camera's too heavy for the box. That's such a good shot. Paint stream? You bet your bottom dollar it is, Skywalker. There we go. Just setting up the camera. Let's adjust this way and that way. Starting to like it. Here we go. Oh, that's such a better shot than last time we were out here. Hey everybody, welcome to my live stream. This is a really nice shot. All right, time for primer. But we're only going to be doing priming. And we gotta be very careful. I'll show you why. So a lot of the magnetic stuff, because I stack them, they start to peel. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So on top of, some missing spots and some added pieces, I'm gonna just take these and they're just going to essentially just mount to my window for like, I don't know, 4 hours or so, maybe 3. And then I'll put them away. I might lay them out inside after a few hours. And that might help. But it's a big thing that I wanted to avoid. I might even, one of the thoughts I have is to, once I'm done priming, put the matte finish on the primer. So that way it's just protected and we don't have to worry about the pink ever showing back up. So, keep waiting for the shot where the phone falls. All right. That's more electric lines than I thought I had right next to my window, actually. Allie, we're outside today. All right. So early last time, can you see? Yeah, there's this, because the balcony's like red. It's just like shitty red paint. I'm just getting it all over my jeans, and it really frustrates me in like a weird, simple way. So I'm just gonna try not to have that, even though it's gonna be all over my shoes now. The little things, right? All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to make sure I do. Somebody's working on their car. Why not get some scrap cardboard? I mean, I could. There we go. My cats are looking at me. They're like, how did you get outside the box? All right, so this time we're going to paint this guy. This little ladder that magnetically connects to the scaffold sides. Get you a nice good close-up.
Peanut butter and apples are on the counter.
Thank you for my peanut butter and apple. Yeah, but I can wash this off. It's water-based paint. It says so right there. Black and white. go. Oh, this one's not that bad. So we have a few ripped paint spots that we want to patch up. We obviously have this big guy. And then the legs and the underbelly aren't perfect in the cracks. It was pretty good. Yeah. So you guys can see it when I do it. Let's move this piece over. There we go. Alright, so this one is an older piece. It's pretty much done, right? Painting wise. But there are spots because I modded it and took some stuff off. This was an accident entirely. I kind of just have to start from scratch with the paint. So I'll just kind of, since it's mostly there, I'm gonna just focus on the pink spots and just broad stroke cover it, and it'll look fine because it's so well painted. There we go. Good enough for this piece. Just in camera. Yeah, that's fine. Got another one of those pieces. Just got those to worry about. Good enough. There we go. Modded piece. And then just some pink spots. I think I got it. Great. Oh, I see a spot that I missed. There we go. Don't want to paint the wall. Okay. Let's see what we got going on in chat. Just chilling, just hanging. Makes me wish I had somewhere I could use spray paint. Yeah, a balcony. Well, technically by an open window. I'm not doing it because of cats, but you could use this indoors by an open window. It is a non-toxic, water-based formula. So, still recommend circulation, just like an open window, but other like acrylic paints and more toxic paints, I wouldn't recommend that, even though there's plenty of evidence of me doing that. And after watching Cmike slowly and painstakingly paint everything for over a year, it's somewhere oddly satisfying to just watch him sandblast his creations with a spray can. It really is. It's satisfying to do. Got you on the background. Matthew Perkins, you're amazing. Hope you enjoy your work. Or at least enough to not go insane. Lock the kitties up in while I use it. Yeah, give it a shot. If you have a fan for circulation in the bathroom, try doing it by a bathroom window or something. Experiment with your comfort level. And if you feel like you don't feel comfortable doing it after trying it out, you'll have to try it out again. Brickmasters in the house. Throwing bricks through windows. Oh, there's a bunch of tear going on down there. I see spots that I need to redo on a couple of them, including the one I'm holding. Here we go. Stovetop vent hood, maybe? But I don't even smell this when I use it. This is far safer. It is flammable. The hell is flammable in here? Warning, flammable. Vapors may cause flash fire. Be careful doing it around the oven. Before using, carefully read the cautions on the back panel. There you go. You got this, Allie. I'm painting off camera again. Classic me. Chance. You know, we have codename Goblin for underage people, aka children, on this channel. What's a good code name for parents? Would it be Bugbear? Orc? Oh, this one's a little crooked. It's kind of like a wobbly, like shack kind of vibe. I'm digging it. As long as the magnets sync up. Beholders. Should we start calling parents beholders? We got a teacher and beholder meetings. Hobgoblins are definitely teenagers. Oh yeah, absolutely. How did Cmike's apartment burn down? Paint fumes ignited. Hobgoblins are definitely teenagers. Or should bugbears be? Bugbears are adult children. So you're kids, but adults. Beholders are pretty interesting for parents. So it's teacher and beholder conferences. Shadow Dark. They have beholders, but they can't call them beholders. They call them 10-eye oracles. Kind of dope. And their center eye, it's not an eyeball. It's an arcane sigil carved into the flesh. So they see with magic. It's really cool. All right, so this is the broken one, the one that broke on accident, that ended up looking really cool. So we got a lot of pink spots on this we want to cover. Pretty much should just cover most of it. You have to keep eyes everywhere. That's a unique style, you know? Next level. Underhand over. It's ninja painting. Cool. I'll put this one right here. Once they're all up, we'll definitely have to take a step back and look at the window. This is starting to look like a weird little barricade. Ooh, another ladder. This is the broken one. The purposely broken one. I got that Dumbledore death hand now. Arr. I used to paint when I went outside with spray cans. I used to go out at the corner of my street, especially when I was doing my big terrain pieces and my minis. I would just have things glued and not glued, but taped to a platform, and I would just spray it at the corner of the street. Originally, I tried doing it by the dumpster, but then there are apartments nearby the dumpster, and they started complaining. I was like, "What do you got to complain? Your window's next to the dump." So I moved to the corner, but then people across the street started complaining, and you can see where I painted. It's still to this day, and it's years later, still on the corner of the street. You can just see the big circles of paint that I did. And then I went across the street in a different direction, where it's the furthest possible direction from any home. It was just in the summer with direct heat that I tried to avoid because it was hot. But yeah. I had some nice conversations with random strangers who were like, "What is that?" I was like, "It's a miniature." They're like, "What? You're painting miniatures? Did you make that?" Not me realizing that I'm 5 minutes behind the stream. Dude, I don't hate it when that happens to me, but it is always just like These are some fresh magnets in this. It's still got the tape on it to keep it in place. With a couple modded side pallets or planks. What happened Sunday, by the way? We went to the Renaissance Festival with Chris from Chris of Amity Island, Chris, and it was Allie's first Renaissance Festival ever. It was my first Renaissance Festival since 2008. And I had a blast. Had some ups and downs, but that's when you travel and do things out in the sun, things can get bothersome. But I had a blast. We threw darts, rolled balls, like bowling. Well, it's not bowling, it's another thing, but they called it bowling. Chris got so many zeros. they moved them to the higher score points just for pity. We went fishing off of like these little wooden fishes to get tokens, and we tried a hanging competition. That the bar was spinning though. It was like Da Vinci's spinning bar challenge. I lasted like 30 seconds. Allie couldn't get her hand around the pipe, so she failed right away. What else did we do? We did some archery. I think it was Allie's first time ever shooting a bow. And we did javelin throwing, so spear throwing. All three of us sucked ass. It was so funny. Yeah, and then we watched a couple shows. Some like live performances. Oh, spider. Get away from me. I gotta clean this fire escape. There's a lot of cobwebs everywhere. Chance, you said you liked the Ren Fair. What did Matthew Rule say? I have a similar story. My studio is a super rough part of town. I was making fake firewood for my set at 6 a.m. I mean, that's pretty early. Two homeless guys came up to me and chatted about it, and then started selling drugs in the same spot. Whoop. That's fine. Yeah, dirty fingers. Right? Where did he go and hide? Oh, he's got a little nook. That's cool. That nook's not gonna last forever, buddy. Not once I get my broom. I thought someone was walking by, but it was just my reflection. Handsome devil. I'm looking at my canvas here. I missed a spot. It's a big spot too. Morning. You gotta like look at it from 1,000 different. You need like 4-dimensional vision. Just to catch spots that you might have missed. So these ones do have holes on the side because I drilled too far into the foam. But I think with enough paint, it will kind of blend in. Should look like just loose nail holes or knots. Listening to the people in the background is like walking around in GTA. Last one. All right. Underhand. There we go. Looks weird. Here, take a look before I start taking some down. So a couple of them I'm going to take down and do some second coats on. And because I can just see now that it's drying where the paint is getting soaked up in, I can see there's some pink spots still I want to cover. So let's just take a look. Just magnetically hanging on. So funny. Literally just painted my finger directly. It's where most of the paint just went. pink on this. Kind of just looking for mistakes for me to fix. This one's got a few. Ooh, that's a big one. Don't know if you can tell, but it's right here on the tip of this. No, you can't really see it on the camera. It's very pink. I feel like I've gotten it. Yeah, I think it's good. Ooh, little dirty fingers. All right. Cool. The bucket's empty. They're all drying. Hit that like button. Yeah, that took up a good chunk of the streaming time. It's great. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Let's go inside. And see what else needs to get done and talk about what's to be expected tomorrow on the stream. Oh, Allie, you locked me out. You locked me out.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, wow, sorry. How's everything going?
It's going really well.
Okay. That's awesome.
Oh, I missed the spot. Dang it.
Almost like what's going on.
There we go.
You gotta wash those monster hands.
I know, it's like Dumbledore.
Yeah, they're just gonna touch them.
Okay, now we can get inside. That HDR effect on these phones is nuts.
I'll close the window.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, shaky cam. All right. We got some music. The best cinematography. So that was a massive success. Tomorrow's stream, we're gonna work on trees? Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a tree stream, not a scaffolding stream. For the trees, we got most of the ones I currently own all pulled and bent and shaped, and they look really cool and gnarly. But we can't start putting the foliage and the leaves on them yet because we have to add texture to all the trunk and wood, and I want them to look like birch trees. So I got some methods I want to put together for tomorrow. I double checked my notes on this homemade pine tree model. Technically I'm doing it right. It's just because it's my first time doing it, it doesn't feel right. But yeah, next step for this is to actually paint it. And you know what? I could take this outside right now and paint it. We could paint this, and then I start doing some gluing effects, and this is pretty much ready to go to start really going ahead of the other trees. So I got about 10 minutes left on the stream, so I'm gonna take this outside and actually paint this because I can. Different paint though, a not indoor paint. It's another Army painter, but this is their adhesive weather paint. This is their classic primer, but it's oat color. Great. So I'm gonna take this outside. I'm gonna take this outside. I'm gonna take you outside. We're gonna go back outside. But yeah, tomorrow will be trees. We'll be adding texture to the wood of the trees. And oh my God, what a look. We'll add texture to the trees. Give it a thick, knotty bark look. There we go. Oh, my box isn't out here anymore. Here we go. Frame within a frame? How's that? Far away? That's pretty good. Or this would need a knife. Dang it. Hey, Allie? Allie? Can you hand me my brown wooden knife? It should be on the table. Let's see if she finds it. That's not the knife. Nope. I'll come and help. What'd you guys say without me? Nothing really. You guys are just hanging out and chilling. I don't know why they make can lids like this. Afraid of like taking the head off of the can. No! It fell down through the grate. I see it, but I can't just take the ladder down. Shoot. I hate these lids so much. Maybe I could take one off of the other head, or the other spray can. Be right back. Okay. All right. So this should work. Haha. You can smell it. This is not an indoor paint. Great. Oops. Now it looks a little bit better. Less jank. In silhouette, it's still jank, but in heart, it's not. I just gotta get that bottom, but my fingers are in the way. Great. So guys, and gals, hey everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. We got to prime finally after a week of waiting for that paint to show up. Apparently from Italy? What? Finally showed up. We got to paint the scaffolds, nice prime color. I'm going to let it dry for a couple hours. Then spider. After it dries a couple hours, I'll let it dry inside. Tomorrow's not going to be a scaffolding episode. Tomorrow's going to be a tree episode, which we'll actually kind of see how this turned out, because I'm going to pretty much take this to near finish if possible, as close as I can. So we'll start right away tomorrow with this, and we will then, while this is drying, work on the birch tree, the knotty, thick bark effect for the models. Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan for tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out. Please hit the like button. Let YouTube know that this is something that you enjoy or find interesting. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, and of course, and as always, Have a good night. Hey, I got paint on my phone.